morning, and sometimes I'll have a little bit of my medicine before I roll because it makes me nice and relaxed and makes me able to pass the guard and deal with guys passing my guard a little bit better, Jimmy.
Sure.
And it makes me, like jiu-jitsu, it makes me comfortable in somewhat uncomfortable situations.
Were you wrestling? Were you with rolling with black belts today?
All black belts today.
You only roll
all
black belts today, right?
Yeah. No, that's not true. No, not at all. I roll with brown belts, purple belts. I roll with everybody.
But you roll with high level black belts most days. You're always
yeah.
fighting guys that can really fight.
Yeah, I had some fun guys today. All my black belts. Jay Gersh, a little bigger. Picture if we put you in a muscle suit. That'd be Jay Gersh.
Belt?
Yeah, a
black belt?
yeah. He's not too big.
So, and they probably like going with you because you're the best guy at the gym.
Well, they're fun. Listen, they always like going with me because
you're the boss.
Pete Drago. I've been rolling with Drago since he's a fucking kid. Drago.
He's strong.
Drago's strong.
He seems like a problem. Pete
fun.
Drago seems like a fucking problem.
Drago's fun, man.
He's a strong
fun.
guy.
Yeah. He gives it his all. Like he tries to some growling in there. Sometimes he puts his big head into mine to try to move me around.
Does it work?
Then you met Hulk the other day, who's a big fan of yours.
Hulk's a quiet guy.
And then he's
though.
like, "Oh man, I didn't meet him just to get tickets. I wasn't looking to get tickets, guys. You think you said like, oh, get with tickets?
Yeah, I told him that. I offered him.
Nah, that guy, he's like a.
I need a guy like that on my side in Long
That
Island.
dude,
Like savage.
That dude's like an old school Opie and Anthony fan. So
yeah,
he was the one to tell me to listen to you guys when I wasn't listening to you guys.
Yeah, he's a good egg. I remember meeting him the first time I did. Yeah. I'm doing people at Philadelphia. I'm going to be in Philadelphia tonight. Actually, I'm going down to Philadelphia to do the Fillmore, and then tomorrow night I'm in Bethlehem, PA, and then Saturday I'm in Jersey, and I'm in Chicago next week. I had to get a little plug in there.
People are bringing up to me that you're going to be in Huntington, Long Island.
I think in February. Oh, and I'm going overseas after next week. I'm going to Dublin, 2 shows in London, 1 in Manchester. I'm really happy to be going over there because the Unfiltered are where most of those fans are coming from because this is worldwide.
Hey, speaking, people call me a way better segue person than fucking the guy across the table over there, Chris the producer.
Chris brushed you off before, by the way, when he was turning these things on. I like that.
Oh, you like that? I asked him something
phone?
about something, and he gave me a little with his fingers, like a kid that bothers his parent.
Yeah.
And the parent's like, not now.
Yeah. Go get your fucking shine box, Matt. That's what he was pretty much saying.
The producer's
this kid really thinks who the fuck he is, don't he?
Now I forgot what I was going to
Ace, he comes out here and he changes.
About maybe I'm.
Oh, yeah. What happened with Conor McGregor? Do we have news about that?
Yeah,
there was something happened with him. Or maybe beat up a gangster or this. I don't know. Listen, I don't want to be Mr. Rumor Mill. But there was some shit about it. He definitely got into some kind of scrap, no?
Well, they said, according to Chris before, they said in Ireland a celebrity got into a fight with a gangster, and Conor tweeted a photo of himself. What was it, with celebrity written with his hood up?
Yeah. Yeah, on Instagram. He posted a video, like
Maybe
a
he was joking.
video.
No, you know what? You don't even know what's what it is. Now is it just a big show? Or what is it?
You really hope for his sake that he's not fighting with gangsters, because I know that he has a lot of people around him too. Yeah. But I don't care how well you fight. You're saying fuck with those guys.
But you're saying they better turn into fucking form
Matrix.
Voltron.
Yeah.
They better form Voltron, turn the Thundercats, do something. If they fuck around with some gangsters.
There's no boxing or MMA that means anything against gangsters.
Who
knows? What do you think they show up?
Is it even
they
real?
Put them up?
No.
They don't say put up your dukes.
Sometimes they do, probably, right?
Maybe the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look at Chris. We doesn't want to offend them either.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to offend the gangsters. They'll come looking for him.
Now, Dana has said about Conor's future. He said Conor might never fight again. He's getting $100 million. He said, I got guys that made a lot less and were lawyers and went to school their whole life and quit working. Conor cannot be paid enough money. And he's saying that Tony should shut up with the defender vacate stuff. He's saying he's got no business to talk about anything. He goes, listen, we ain't taking direction from Ferguson. With that, with him, it's not about defender vacate. We're working on a new deal right now for Conor. We have to work the new deal out. I believe that Ferguson is correct, though, when he says defender vacate. I understand that. I'm happy
you said that.
I'm very happy that Tony wants to fight, and he's right about Conor. But I also understand that Dana's going, look, the guy's got $100 million. They just want him to fight again. Conor may go, fuck this.
Right. Yeah.
Take the belt.
Well, you can't really. It's not that they have to take direction from Ferguson, but he is like, hey man, I want to be the man. Sure. At 155. I'm the wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Yep. What the fuck am I saying? At 155. Because I know these the 2 divisions he has. That's why.
You were thinking 145.
Yes, I'm so silly.
Which might be the featherweight division.
No, but obviously
Holloway,
he's going to have to vacate or do something. So
you're talking about lightweight.
Why is Dana getting upset with Tony?
Because he just doesn't want Tony dictating what he does. Dana, he's just like,
Dana, I do. He's my buddy.
I've met him once.
Well, my thing is,
but you know, I mean, you know how he's just annoyed. He doesn't like being told what to do, and that's how he responds to things.
No,
He's probably not even mad about it.
No.
Someone probably said Dana. Connor's probably like, he's not fucking telling me anything. And they're like, are you mad? He's like, no. He's probably in the middle.
and what did he ask? How long it's going to be?
Yeah, he just wants
Do
to
you
know
know
stuff.
why? Because the guy just did fucking 6 interviews.
Yeah, he's fucking, you know.
We got him on the 7th interview. How are we going to spice this up for him?
How about this?
How are we spicing this up? Because what are we going to ask?
Justin.
What do you think of Eddie? What do we?
So what do
he
you
just did 6
think
interviews.
of Eddie Alvarez? How about this? Do you think Eddie Alvarez is going to best you in this contest?
Jimmy, are you going to ask him what if he's afraid to get punched by somebody hard, a hard puncher again?
You know, I do understand.
When you ask that, I'm like, you go, you know,
wasn't
listen,
asking
wait, let me go over that question again.
Okay.
Let's think about that.
Because it wasn't quite that.
Don't get me wrong. I'm no fucking, that's fucking great. So wait, so he's getting ready to fight in the cage versus Jose Aldo.
Yes.
It's not like the guy can kick light either. The guy kicks fucking
Like a fucking...
a mule.
Mule.
Wow, what a guy. I was
Yes.
trying to think of something different, but I
Yeah,
couldn't.
no, he kicks like a
but he
fucking-
does kick like a fucking mule.
Kicks like fucking Edson Barboza.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
You can't come up with as many fucking comparisons like fucking Max was
Oh,
spitting them
my
out there.
God, Jesus.
Hey, I'm not gonna a bird's gonna fly, right?
Christ,
I
he
mean,
kicks
a
like-
monkey's gonna climb a tree, right? A bull's gonna do what a bull does with the horns.
Kicks like Fabricio Verdum. All right, so what were you saying now about my question? And I will justify
So you asked. So let me go over this again. So for you, like, you know, Overeem's got to fight Francis, and Francis punches really. Well, you don't say it like this because I'm going to say it like
Yes.
me, but this is basically what you were saying. Yeah. So you're saying that Francis, that Overeem had to fight Francis, and Francis punches really, really hard.
Yes.
So you made me cry. So you asked Max, the world champion, who's a fucking, you know, he's a cage fighter. He fights.
Yes.
He's had some battles, and you asked him, "Are you ever afraid of, you know, fighting a guy that punches hard?"
Now, hold on. I will justify... No.
Would you ask that? That's exactly what went over in my head. I'm like,
Let me ask you.
go ahead, Jimmy.
I will
Go ahead.
dig my way out
No,
of this.
because he's gonna fight. He's a cage fighter,
Because there was a reason for that.
and he's getting ready to fight a guy that
When I was a kid...
punches hard and kicks hard.
When I was a kid and I played Little League, I was not a professional ball player. So to me, my first question would be, does he throw a good, does he pitch fast? Does he have fastball pitcher?
Okay.
A guy who could throw the ball fast always scared me.
Okay.
Fastball pitchers in the major leagues, they love them. They're easy to hit.
Yeah, I got you.
Because their weapon, which scared me so much as a non-ball player,
right.
is nothing to a professional. Now, when you look at Francis Ngannou, what is everybody talking about? Are they talking about his jiu-jitsu?
No.
Are they talking about his kicking? Are they talking about his tie clinches?
Yeah.
Are they talking about his speed on his feet? No. All they're talking about is his punching power.
Yeah.
That's it. So Dana said the entire...
Okay.
He is now almost a main event fighter because of his punching power alone. People are awed by this guy's punching power.
This is bad. This is now you're saying it great.
But this is exactly
Okay.
why I asked the question.
Yeah.
I didn't want to babble like this.
No.
Alistair Overeem is a guy who's faced guys with huge punching power before. He doesn't give a fuck. He's not scared. So that one weapon that everybody is so scared of, these guys are really not afraid of. And that was kind of my point. Like, I know the
With
answer.
Jose Aldo with the.
But no, I wasn't even saying Jose Aldo as a puncher.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
No, because he's a kicker. What I was saying more is...
Yeah, you were framing it.
I was framing it as the one weapon. When a guy has one
Yeah.
weapon that's terrifying everybody who's not one of you.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck about that weapon
Yeah.
other than just you have to avoid it. And he was kind of agreeing. Like, he's not scared of Jose Aldo because he kicks hard. Where I look at Aldo, I'm like, oh my God, that's my worst nightmare. And then these guys kick, and they just keep fighting. So I was kind of, it was more of a rhetorical question. Like, I know he's not scared of a guy who punches hard. Of course he's not.
Right.
But to me, a guy who throws a fastball is the scariest guy in the world.
Yeah, but
to a major league player,
But the mentality of a fighter, of a cage
so
fighter,
different.
is that it should be not that you want to, but you'll eat that.
Yeah.
You'll eat
Boom.
one to
Boom.
give one.
Sure.
If you had to. I mean,
but Ngannou's punching
know.
power is what everyone's talking about. And yet a guy like Overeem is like, okay, I know I can't get hit by this guy, but he's faced guys that hit hard. Maybe not as hard as Francis, but he's faced guys that could had one punch knockout power. He faced fucking, Kane. He's faced, he's faced JDS, I'm sure, right?
Of course,
Liddell. I mean,
Yeah.
he's faced some fucking tough.
Yeah, he fought Chuck Liddell back in the day. Isn't that crazy?
He did, yeah. I think that was one of the first UFC Pride.
he was doing
when
well.
Dana was managing
He was doing
Chuck.
well,
Right.
and then he caught one right on the dome.
So yeah, so the weapons that we look at, like that everybody talks about, they just simply don't concern these guys the way they do the rest of us. And one thing Ngannou doesn't want to get caught up, to segue it back so I don't sound like I completed it, is that you don't want to be caught as the guy with only that weapon, because these guys are so good they can